Messed up, yeah. So everybody in the place keep moving, and everybody in the place keep moving, and everybody in the place keep moving, keep moving. Come on, yeah. Cause we will soar like eagles. Can we get the words? We will not be faint. Oh, they're right there. We will not be faint. There you go, sing that. We will soar like eagles. Yeah, we will not be faint. We will not be faint. Come on, one more time. We will soar like eagles. We will not be faint. We will not be faint. And we will soar like eagles. We will not be faint. We will not be faint. Yeah. So yo, Emmanuel, keep moving. Make some noise for James Rennes. My name is NAK. Thank you.
Look at Nak's mama out there. I hear you, girl. We love Nak too. They love him over there, loving over here. Give it up again for NAK, a.k.a. Nak. Yeah. Y'all wasn't ready for the brother. I saw the sound man like, why is he touching all the buttons, man? You touching all the buttons. I set it up a long time. He touching all the... Y'all didn't know what he was doing, but then he got out there and did his thing. Now, I kind of looked down for a second. Did that brother dab while he was dancing? Okay. Everybody dabbing. Shoot. I always thought by the time I knew what something was, it wasn't cool anymore. But it must still be cool because Nak was out here doing his thing. And then he lost his breath. But then he fought back from his lost breath to that spoken word. And that was kind of cold-blooded. Well, that was a good spoken word joint he did, wasn't it? What I like most about it, this multi-talented brother, he just felt so comfortable in his skin. He didn't care how many times he told y'all he was awkward, you know what I'm saying? It's like me. I'm kind of a strange person. I get nervous talking in front of people, but I do it all the time. But the reason why I don't get nervous too bad is because just Christ already, he made me who I was. Sometimes you do feel, anybody feel bad about like your little, like he said he kind of awkward. You feel bad about your awkwardness sometimes, like he made you a little too short, too tall, talk too much, not enough, you know, too nervous, too loud, too, you know what I'm saying? Anybody? Just two of us? Anybody in here? Okay. Yeah, a couple of us. Yeah. You know what, sister? I think if you give me that feedback right there, here's a little shirt for you. Instead of straight out of Compton, we're going straight into Compton. Yeah. Oh, no, the girl next to you, the sister with the braids. Yeah, not her. You done snatched the shirt. This ain't a basketball game. I gave it to her. You don't just snatch it from her. She don't hit me with the yes. I got out of the light so I could see her. I saw the braids, and I threw it that way. You snatched it. Okay. Snatched it. Give that girl a shirt. Well, Rudy can get you another one. You know what I'm saying? To get you another shirt. But be comfortable in your own skin. Yeah. And I was kind of hoping, since he spoke Tagalog, he would rap. You know how people rap in their own language? I was hoping he would kind of rap. But that part where he speaks fast, that fast part, he might have said something Tagalog I didn't know. But then the lyrics are on the screen, so he didn't do that, but it was kind of tight. Anyway, back to the show. I'm TQ once again, carrying out through the first part of this show. We have another brother coming up here who's going to do some awesome spoken word. He is a biology graduate, lives out in East LA. Anyone ever heard from East LA? Yes. Orale. He loves hip-hop. He loves the kingdom. I want y'all to please welcome. Oh, and one more thing. He had a big, awesome thing happen to him. The brother coaches basketball, so he'd be happy to dunk on any of y'all after the show over there in the parking lot. But he coached basketball, and his team just won the city championship. So give it up for Christian Hernandez.
Thank you. It's good to be here. Ama, mi mamá, my mother, mi jefita, woman who comforts me like the sun and strengthens me like the earth. Because she was first graced with love from the sun, and her skin is the color of the earth. The woman who taught me the worth of a relationship with God, family, and hard work. Unafraid of reminding me of the 24 hours of work she gave as she lied there giving me birth. And mijo, just like I brought you into this world, don't think God won't use me to send you back. Y vas a ver next time you act up when I tell you to get ready for church. The woman who exemplified faith, holding strong to the promises of God. Somehow always able to muster up the grace she gave to the men in her life who left her with tears in her face, left her in fear and with haste, left her. The woman who stayed in the race. Even though every day the enemy tells her, you're not going to place, you're not going to place, she still remains on pace. And I got to keep my heart pure. I got to keep these words pure. Because mama didn't get beat down not to be heard. If you can't comprehend the reality of my words, let me break it down for you a little before you write me off as absurd. You see, when the situation got tight, and that man who was never taught how to be a man ran when it was rightfully his responsibility to provide, leaving my mom at the checkout stand with WIC coupons and food stamps in one hand and 4 kids in the other, hustling leche and tortillas with utter humility, raising a family on beans, rice, and Jesus Christ. But when the beans and rice were hard to find, it was Christ who supplied the means to fight and the means to live. Because contrary to popular belief, those welfare checks don't relieve how tight the wallet in the pocket is. But she believed, and her faith, as small as a mustard seed, raised up the man that you see. Learning with me as we read, yearning with me to be free. Because within the embrace of her loving arms, I be nothing more and nothing less than her son, teaching me the truth about love. Mijo, love is meant to be given. So that when I marry my beautiful wife, for the entire duration of my life, in the words of our Thomas, I won't have a gelatin skeleton developed in my heart because I was taught how to be a man from a foolish man's wife. I was taught integrity, responsibility, and how to fight. I was given truth and love from a heavenly husband, Christ, who swept her off her feet with the ultimate sacrifice, giving up his life so she could give life to 4 punk kids she struggled to raise on her own at the age of 24. Somehow always able to grind up the funds to buy us new clothes. And every year she sent us back to school rocking new soles, even though she was still wearing the same shoes from 5 years before. Making the necessary sacrifices to give her children what she never had. Struggling to be both my mom and my dad. And I didn't know what I was praying for when I begged God for a miracle. Because every night I awoke to her crying out on the bedroom floor. You see, she waited till night so she could try to be alone. Because the motel room we dwelled in was where we called home, and unfortunately what we could afford didn't provide much room to roam, much less live. And as I laid in bed crying, my 12-year-old prayer was to hear my mom stop dying, as the pain she was in broke her mind, body, and spirit. And with all the sincerity in my heart, I begged God to still it, to give her pain to me so that she could see and feel it, the love she was teaching me in the midst of her perseverance. But the inspiration lied within the situation. God's will isn't limited to our joy and gratification. Please understand that the foundations of my education were laid by a woman who learned to read because of salvation. Studying divine biblical revelation with a 5th grade education because he loves to use the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. So now as I live my life, fighting to cope with my pain and my strife and my struggles, the wisdom I keep close was taught to me by my mother. Mijo, pray. Don't you ever let go of God's hand. Mama, I love you. Because of your faith, I stand. Kind of bright in here. Can I get the house lights on, actually? I know this is a little different. Please. Thank you. Dear white people, Please do not get it twisted. I am not assuming that you are all bigots. Let me repeat that. I am not assuming that you are all bigots. I assure you I was taught at a very young age what assuming does to both you and me. In fact, it was a lesson learned around the same time that I was so eagerly educated by my white teachers that if I mastered the English language and enunciated every word I spoke exactly the way they did, I would be treated in a favorable manner. And furthermore, affirmed by said white teachers for being smart. Which is why I address you now, speaking in the style, pace, inflection, and pronunciation I was taught by your community to address your community, with the hope that you would not disregard my thesis and thus render my voice ignorant, which we all know is a synonym for stupid and or uneducated, both of which I am not. Dear white people, when I call you white, I am not judging you by the color of your skin, nor am I disregarding the history, people, and values I've been taught since I was 6 that made you who you are, invalidating the vast diversity of each of your unique stories, or even worse, disregarding the sacrifices and hard work that have allowed you to become the individual you are today. As someone often referred to in this country as Latino and or Hispanic, categorical designations often used as blanket terms to refer to the millions of people so vastly diverse in regards to their rich ethnic and cultural heritages, countries of origin and ancestry, familial and community values, artistic and musical expression, cuisine, language, dialect, idioms, political and economic paradigm, not to mention all the unique stories of the individual people within those various ethnic cultural groups, all together under the term Latino. I know very well the pain of not being offered the respect to be heard or validated based on the content of my character and not the color of my skin or my facial features. Please understand that when I call you white, I am referring to you based on your position within the social construct of race from which the very foundations and fabric of our society thrives. Please understand the difference between race and ethnicity, whereby the former is founded in folk taxonomies, polygenism, and eugenics, and the latter is founded in the truth that we are all made in the image of God. It is a distinction I personally hold you accountable for understanding, even though it is not taught in most schools and even some universities. Racism is the air that we breathe. Seeing you as white tells me nothing about who you are as an individual, but it tells me everything about where you stand within the social hierarchy of this country. Dear white people, I stand before you today not as a poet, and my aim is not to inspire or entertain you. I stand before you today as beloved, extending an invitation to the table, a table of repentance, a table of fellowship, a table of humility, and a table of justice. A table where we lead the charge on dismantling racism, white supremacy, and white privilege. A table where our diversity is not celebrated by tokenism with ethnic music, cuisine, and artifacts, but a table where our diversity is celebrated through reconciliation, through healing from the pain of oppression, and from learning how to breathe again. Every moment in the reality of his kingdom on earth as it is in heaven. Dear white people, before you take up this invitation to this table, there's some things you must know. You will be uncomfortable. You will experience guilt. You will get defensive. You will make mistakes, and you may not get the response from people of color that you think you deserve. Furthermore, at this table, my experience as a person of color is not open for debate. My anger and pain is valid. I am not responsible for your comfort, and I do not need you to save me. My neighborhood is not your mission field. My neighborhood is your university. My neighborhood is your seminary. Come with respect to learn more about yourself than you do me. Come with reverence to see God more clearly and in ways you are unable to alone. Dear white people, from the bottom of my heart, I love you all. I do. But please know that I am not a reverse racist. That term is as ridiculous as calling a victim of rape a reverse rapist. There is no such thing as reverse racism, but I am fighting to reverse racism. I will do justice to usher shalom into our midst. I will work towards reconciliation by loving mercy, and I will walk alongside you humbly before God, because that is what the Lord requires. Dear God's beloved, everyone right now, I want you to look at someone of a different ethnicity. You can stand up. Just look at someone from a different ethnicity. I always get this response. Look at someone from a different ethnicity. It's interesting that people always start laughing when they look at someone of a different ethnicity. So is everybody looking at someone else? If you are not around someone of another ethnicity, you can think about what that means. But look at someone from another ethnicity. That person you are looking at right now is made in the image of God. That person is beloved. We are beloved. But that person has been told lies that they don't matter. That person has been told lies that they don't belong. That person has been told lies that they are supreme. That person has been told lies that they are 3/5. That person has been told lies that they are criminals and rapists. That person has been told lies that they are exotic sex objects. That person has been told lies that they are invisible. That person has been told lies that they are a fetish. That person has been told lies that they are a threat. That person has been told lies that they are illegal. And those lies have shaped who we are and how we see each other. But there is another way, a narrow way, that is difficult and full of pain, but a way that leads to abundant life. Dear God's beloved, I invite you to his table, and I pray that you will come and stay. Sincerely yours, your Chicano brother in Christ, Christian.
I don't even know what I'm gonna say. Dear white people. No, you can't touch my wife's hair. Yes, it gets curly. Like, I'm just messing with y'all. I'm just playing. Just playing. That was a joke. It was a joke. That was clear. But I don't want to take away from the seriousness of the topic. This is how I thought about it. This is how I thought about it like this. Have any of you ever, those of us who are believers, or even those of you who may not be, this thing actually exists within you. You've been either reading the Bible, or you've been yelling at your kids, or you've been arguing with your wife or your girlfriend or your parents, and then right when you went to read the Bible or heard that sermon, you just saw just what you look like how God saw you. And it made you feel real uncomfortable. Anybody ever been in that position? All this topic about racism is another ugliness within us that God is just trying to get rid of us of. And he brings people who speak the word, like our brother Christian here, to speak that word so you can reflect again on that word in the Bible and see how does God want to purify you. Do you understand what I'm saying? And he was talking to dear white people, but some of that stuff applied to some folks more than white people. and included white people. But then there's probably other people other than white people. And so my challenge, my charge, my encouragement after hearing something like that is to say, are we treating one another as if we're made in the image of God? Like he talked about at the end. When the giggling stopped and you heard him say we're made in the image of God, are we working and living and acting in that way? And I think the more of us that do and shed that light of Christ, the more a poem like this will be a historical narrative and not a present-day reality. Do y'all feel what I'm saying? All right, give it up more time for Christian Hernandez. All right, white people, the letter is over. The letter's over. It's over. It's mostly colored people in here anyway, so it's only about a couple of y'all. And we love y'all. Yeah, we do. We love you. My sister-in-law is like my brother married a white woman. Got a mixed little nephew. I love white people everywhere. Some of my best friends are white. That was a joke. It's another one of those racial jokes. I mean, come on, y'all. Come on. We can't talk about this thing. How are we ever going to change it, huh? All right. Talk to you guys. They're kind of uncomfortable over here. Talk to y'all. I might have went too far on that one. But check this out. After the show, anybody notice the graffiti happening right outside? The graffiti. Don't worry, he's allowed to be doing that. Dear white people. I'm just playing. It was a joke. It was a joke. It's a joke. I'm just playing. It's a joke. It's a joke. I'm sorry, I can't help myself. I'm like NAK, I'm awkward, but I just say jokes that come to my mind immediately. But anyway, graffiti outside. Check this out. Here's what that's there for. So shrink wrap, piece of shrink wrap, and there's a graffiti going on that what you're supposed to do is after the show is over. You know how like they have the Grammys and they got that little step and repeat little thing? That's our thing to take pictures in front of. Whenever you're done, go check out that graffiti. It's looking really nice. The ATWL for And There Was Light. So take a picture by it. Post it on Instagram, post it on Facebook, whatever social media you use, Twitter. Send it out to all your friends. Tell them to go to ERC and donate to this cause right here. Because it's about changing minds and changing hearts in the city that we live in. Amen? So when we're done, go out there and do that. And this next brother, Joey the Jerk, he's really a nice guy. I talked to him earlier a little bit. And his latest album is called Catch Me If You Can. You can get it right now on Noise Trade for free. He has a number of different artists on there that he features as well with him, including a brother y'all might know named Propaganda. He's a founding member of LA Symphony. Please welcome to the stage, Joey the Jerk.
Okay, I can't do it this way. I need everyone to stand up and come to the front, please. Come to the front, please. Move! Stand up! Walk to the front! I need people in the front right here. Closer! Closer! I need to feel you! Closer! Closer! See, I can't touch you from there. Step forward. Come up closer, my brother. Right here. That's what it is. That's a hip-hop hug, y'all. Know what I'm saying? All right. Is everyone here? Come closer. Feel the front up. Come closer. Feel the front up. Hey! Yo, what's going on, son? Yo, everybody say, put your hands up in the sky. Waving from side to side. And if you down to rock with Joey the Jerk, somebody say, all right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right, I think you guys got the point. My name is Joey the Jerk. It's weird that I'm here because all the other people on the lineup are so like heavy in a sense, right? And I'm kind of like silly rap guy. All right, here we go. Whenever you're ready. Yo, my name is Joey the Jerk. You're gonna hear the hook, and what I expect is for you to follow along. Who heard me? Somebody say yes? All right, then that's what I'm expecting. Because you said you would, all right? You're gonna follow me during the hook. You know what the hook is? That's the chorus. All right, here we go, yo. See, I'm better than your average run-of-the-mill rappers. I spit that Charles Dickens up these American classics. Supercalifragic, my rhymes shine like magic. Joey the Fantastic, hold him to a higher standard. And he ain't never left the pedestal. With every listen, every lyric getting better still. I'm every bit incredible, the unforgettable mic professional. professional, styling on suckers since the Hextables. I make fresh rhymes daily. You burn me? Shh, really? That's silly as a second grade stand-up comedian. My rap's double XL, scaring all the mediums. Hollin' hello, it's me again. New Joey the Jerk. Download immediately and put on repeat. Post quick and retweet. See, we at war with whackness, no retreat. It's non-stop. Non-stop. Up and down your block, said it non-stop. Up and down your block, come on, non-stop. Up and down your block, 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 block. Until we call the cops, said it's non-stop. Non-stop. Up and down your block, said it's non-stop. Up and down your block, come on, non-stop. Up and down your block, block. Until we... They be like you, my favorite character, wearing the where did they go? Heir to the thrones, bear it alone, staring at clones, comparisons no, fair with the flow, impairing the foes. They be like he too good, he unfair with the glow. Can you show me how you flipped it right? There with it though. Well, galaxies far away and a long time ago, a young boy dreaded up this mad nappy afro and ran with the freshest crew that ever touched microphones. And on and on and on they kept going. Say the dragon, say the princess, be home before dawn. Everything was going right till it all went wrong. Now it's Joey the Jerk and Jesus on every song. Yo, sing it loud, ripping mics, killing crowds, coming with it better than ever. Make the family proud. Sometimes you gotta get it by the sweat of your brow. Food for thought lyricism, it's time to chow down, and it's non-stop. Up and down your block, said it non-stop. Up and down your block, come on, non-stop. Up and down your block, until we hit the top, sing it non-stop. Up and down your block, said it non-stop. Up and down your block, said it non-stop. Up and down your block, block. Yo, Paramount's finest rhyme, a legend like Carl Reiner, making hits that I'ma spit till I'm an old timer. I'ma bring like the summertime. Design finds that design of design. Party people in the house, let's all get down. Celebrating these special seasons till the sun goes down. Then we off TPN houses up in every town. Then we repeating these cycle, bring it round and round. Yo, praising the Lord with an electric sword. Playing all the secret chords on a chord keyboard. The fourth, the fifth, minor fall, major lift. Creating more classics than Jonathan Swift. Shooting a gift like Rambo's machine gun. We grooving harder than Rod Swain in rerun. Joey the Jerk's in town, you better see ya. Let's have the time of our lives because we run non-stop. Up and down your block, sing it non-stop. Up and down your block, said it non-stop. Up and down your block, block. Until we call the cops, non-stop. Up and down your block, said it non-stop. Up and down your block, I said it's non-stop. Up and down your block, block. Until we hit the top. Stop. All right. All right. All right. I brought some water with me. Don't sit down. This is not the time. That was the first song. I got like 15 more. All right. My name is Joey the Jerk. Two things, I love Jesus, and I really like rap music. And the truth is, I'm a really old man. And I'm not what I used to be. All right. This next song.
Yeah.
In this next song, I'm expecting you to do the same thing. What are you gonna do? You're gonna follow me in the hook and you're gonna sing along. That's just how the show works, right? That's how we have a good time. I do some raps, you sing along, we all smile, you sit down, then you get real serious about life, right? Next song. All right, here we go. Let's hope I remember all the lyrics. That's where we are in life. I'm about being honest, yo. Seriously. It's Joey the Jerk. Can I get more beat in the monitor, please? Joey the Jerk. I'm not gonna do too much running or I'll run out of breath. That's for real. Yo, it's been too many years in the making. All these people, they've been waiting. I've been good and I've been great when I've been musically creating. I've been loving, I've been hating, praying Satan, they creating. Taking long hip-hop vacations, trying to get an education. It's my realest occupation, super MC. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Nobody come correct like Joey the MC. Making party people dance is my specialty. See, I've been in it for a minute. We's killing the winning pennants from the beginning. We grinning, started squinting LA Symphony in a big blue van. Across the USA, hip-hop in new cities like every day. And in every way, we would cleverly stay in your memory so readily. You remember me? It's plain to see your boy Joey was born to R.A.P. So please put your hands up and sing along with me. Say, addy, 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 addy. 80, 80, 80, 80. It's like boom, when we step in the room, the DJ's playing a brand new tune. Say addy, 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 addy. Say addy, 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 addy. It's like bing, when we start to sing. It's obvious we coming with this brand new completely committed to the sun, to look out, cause here we come with a message for the people like R2 to Obi-Wan Kenobi, slowly, holy, rolling, holy, only nothing but the blessed text and the best text. I beatbox with the best breath, control and hold my own in any artistic arena. Your picture's worth 1,000 words, I'm spitting Mona Lisas. Keep your Jesus pieces, I want pieces of Jesus in your exegesis. Sons, nephews, and nieces of the Regis preachers. Rich, unrighteous, teachers, thieving non-believers. Scheming the bleeders like some leeches. I reach through your speakers, but this ain't telekinesis, cause I'm a created creature just following my leader. So I dress so beautifully, get my hair looking nice. And I write the best raps cause I represent Christ. They say he's a little bit different, but he's so nice. Sing along and have the time of your life. Come on, say addy, 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 addy. Say addy, 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 addy. It's like boom, when we step in the room, the DJ's playing a brand new tune. Say addy, 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 addy. Say odie, 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 oh. It's like bing, when we start to sing. It's obvious we coming with this brand new thing. 80, 80, 88. Hey, 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 hey. You guys didn't catch that one. Odie, 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 oh. Hey, 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 hey. You know what? It's not rhythmically right for me to say AA and then have you say it also. Cut the song, DJ Actual. All right. Pause. I have no idea what song is next. Hey, yo, what's next? All right, okay. He said I did a song with this guy named Propaganda. He's Propaganda, hey, yeah. Hey. Hey, all right. So Propaganda, I did this song with him, and he's one of those deep thinking rappers, right? You know what I'm saying? As you can see from the first two songs, not so much. At the same time, the song came out pretty well, and Propaganda's not coming out the back, so don't get excited. Don't get excited, y'all. He's not here. He's not here. All right, so we're gonna go into that song. I'm gonna skip his verse. We're just gonna keep it rolling. Oh, shoot. There's no participation. He's gonna stand there and watch me rap this time. You guys okay with that? If you are or not, that's what happens. This song is about the reality that there is a God, you know what I mean? I had to get deep. I'm not joking. Is seeing, believing is black magic from demons. Turn believers into heathens. Cling to heretical teaching. This gift got me receiving proper preaching from the deacons. Got me seeking for meaning from the supreme being. I don't just want to read them more of you and less of me. I'm keep speaking in Christianese when it seems to be convenient. Cause we raising these seeds in a season that's deceiving. Where it feels like the enemy's achieving victory. Indeed, we stand to reason. Cause the rap that he's releasing have the whole world grieving. Knowing guilty is the plea. And what the sun sets free is free indeed. And I don't have to see it physically for it to be. What's true for you is true for me. They ask, is truth absolute? Well, absolutely. And an elephant's an elephant no matter where you stand or perceive it in your mind or where you place your hands. It's only me. That's it. That's not it. There's another verse. Well, thank you. Hey. Don't. I want to yell. Don't run away. It's only me. It's the reality that there is a God, right? Don't be afraid. That's what he told them. Yo, I heard that only the unintelligent need to believe in God. The Bible's just a book of stories facilitating the facade. And I don't dodge the obvious. I take a page from God's apologists. The evidence is strong enough unless you want that fraudulent. Something made from nothing takes more faith than I can come with. And it makes about as much sense as poop scented deodorant. The truth is the truth, and here's some truth for all men. See, he never needed us, but we've always needed him. And I can't visualize my soul sense of desperation. Or the empty things I filled it with, though it still remain vacant. Stop running cause he ain't chasing. I'm afraid there's no escaping. When the omnipresent God has you in mind, there's no evading. We run cause we're afraid cause the decisions that we made show us is guilty, filthy, in need of being saved. There's only one Savior and he came here to save men. Just cause they can't see him doesn't mean that he can't see them. It's only me. Cut the song, DJ Actual. That's it. That was it. That's it. All right. I want to say I'm doing like 2 more songs, and then I'm leaving. Then that's all you got from me. I'm doing 2 more, and that's it, right? Oh, I guess I'm doing 3 more? No. I think it's, what's next? Which one? Oh, that's not a song. Just play the beat so it sounds cool. So there's no dead air. Press play.
I didn't get your name.
Never thought I'd paint the perfect picture, passionate when pen was hitting paper. Pride would make me say I'm greater than most of these rap creators. Listen and diss them with the sincerest cynicism, the simplest lyricism. They all flunk in rap wisdom. Mainstream Christian subtraction, addition, the attraction is missing. If it's whack, then I don't listen. I was blessed with a gift when I started to rhyme, like LeBron with the ball since I wrote my first rhyme. Traders, dimes, look like I'm 9 for 9 with 30 seconds left in the first. Obey your thirst. Could I burst with false humility? I'm cursed with raw ability. Co-founder of the symphony. Need I say more? Write raps and serve the Lord. Leave crowds floored. Respected and adored. The travel road is my reward. My heart I poured out on pages of rhymes. Got empty libraries of books trapped up in my mind. And everything's fine.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your
This beat right here, made by DJ Actual. Hey! All right, DJ Actual. These are just raps. I just write raps, and when people buy that clap, hey, that's casual. Yo, poetic license lets me tear them up like Tyson. They should be afraid and frightened. They ain't worth they weight in writing. I smite men like titans in tight pants who might dance in. Heighten the right hand that comes through like lightning. Past the point of poison pin, my prose potion is explosive. I'm not the rap Moses, but flow better than most with the art of right growing, darting, composing. Some places you got boast if you are God's chosen. And that's what I'ma roll with. Yo, it's out of context, I know it. But what's a rap song without that moment when dudes get to Googling cause they don't have the notion? You just a wave in the ocean. You just a wave in the ocean. Yo, we just a waving in the ocean, staring down the moment when we can't keep floating. We need a savior. Word up. Cut the song, DJ Actual. He's cutting, actually. Cut. There you go. All right. Here we go. All right. What'd you say? No. Listen to you. I love this song. Anyways, I think I got one more. I'm not gonna take too much time. This next song is called King Without a Crown. And it's about this idea that we do a lot of serving to ourselves. We try to serve ourselves. We try to find things that serve us, right? But we don't have a crown. We're not kings of anything, right? On the other side of that, you got to think about this idea that says we are broken. And in our brokenness, we should turn to Christ. But a lot of times we run to whatever else it is that's only going to break us more. You understand what I'm saying? Now, during this song, I want you to participate in the hook with me, who understood what I just said. I was not convincing. I'm sorry. Somebody say, I will participate. That sounds good. I like that. I appreciate that. I believe this is the last song. So get excited and turn it up. Here we go. Can I get more in the monitors, please? A little more beat in the monitors, not microphone.